Only Jesus removes the stain. Find out why only Jesus has what you need in this episode of 5 Minutes Closer. I'm Vaughn Weatherford, and this is 5 Minutes Closer. For the next 5 minutes, let's explore some biblical truths and apply them to your life. No podcast, including this one, can transform your life or give you what you really need. Only Jesus can do that. You can find out why in what I've called the first five episodes of 5 Minutes Closer. Each following episode explores scriptural truths that, if you follow them, will bring you 5 minutes closer to the person God created you to be. Let's see if we can get you 5 minutes closer. My jeans were stained, but I had the solution. I read that scrubbing powdered detergent into the stain with a toothbrush would remove it. The article was correct. When I scrubbed my jeans, the stain was gone. So were the jeans. I scrubbed a hole right through the denim. Sometimes our attempts to remove the stain are worse than the problem. So it is when we try to cover our own sin. The more we try to get rid of it, the worse the problem becomes. What we need to understand is that the stain of sin is something we cannot remove. We need the only one who can. Here's how Paul describes it in Ephesians chapter 1, verses 7 and 8. In him we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of our trespasses, according to the riches of his grace, which he lavished upon us in all wisdom and insight. Paul writes that only Jesus has what we need. In verse 7, Paul gives 3 reasons why. First, only Jesus provides redemption. Paul uses an illustration from the sacrificial system. Forgiveness required the blood of the sacrificial lamb. Jesus provides the perfect sacrifice, purchasing our redemption through the shedding of his blood on the cross. Only Jesus provides redemption. Second, only Jesus provides forgiveness. Paul uses a word that describes a prisoner being set free. The forgiveness we have in Christ is not just a pat on the head telling us everything's okay. We were prisoners. Jesus sets us free. Only Jesus provides redemption, only Jesus provides forgiveness, and only Jesus can pay the price. Jesus does not sprinkle us with forgiveness. He lavishes his riches of grace upon us. We didn't need a shower. We needed a flood. Only Jesus can provide what we need. I once lived in a house that developed a water hammer. My plumber informed me that either he could tear out a wall and fix the offending pipe, or simply lower the water pressure to our house. We opted for lowering the water pressure. It got rid of the water hammer, but it also killed the grass in our yard, which we could no longer water because of the reduced water pressure. In August, our yard didn't need a sprinkle, it needed a flood, and our reduced water pressure couldn't provide it. We don't need a sprinkle of forgiveness. We need a flood. Thinking that I can save myself is not like trying to water my yard with the trickle of water I could get from my hose in that house with the water hammer. It's like me trying to create Niagara Falls with the trickle of water that was coming out of the water hose at the house with the water hammer. We need what we cannot do for ourselves. We need what only Jesus can provide. Redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins in accordance with the riches of God's grace. That's exactly what Jesus has provided. Christ provides the flood. God didn't hold back. God provides the riches of his grace that he lavished on us. When Jesus fed the 5,000, he didn't just give the crowd a snack. They ate their fill, and there were baskets of food left over. When Jesus provided for our salvation, he didn't hold back. His grace is more than enough. As the hymn proclaims, it is greater than all our sin. That's the truth of God's grace. It's not just enough. It's more than enough. God's grace is sufficient for you. It's sufficient for your family. It's sufficient for your friend, even that friend that you've been lifting in prayer who seems like their life is beyond help. It's sufficient for that loved one who seems to keep pushing God away. It's sufficient for the family living on the other side of the world who just needs someone to come and tell them about this extraordinary grace. Never forget how Jesus provides even more than you need, because now you're 5 minutes closer. My prayer is that these 5 minutes have challenged you, inspired you, and caused you to consider applying God's message for your life from His Word. To find out more, visit our website at 5minutescloser.com. Join me next time to see if we can get you 5 minutes closer.